Every story has a beginning. Every idea comes from an inspiration. And every self-respecting company makes its presence felt in the world by creating a logo. After all, there is no company without a logo, which is the ultimate visual representation of any business. The creative process is something individual. Mine starts with a cup of coffee, some good music, preferably jazz or bossa nova, a blank piece of paper, and my mechanical pencil 0.5. I spend a lot of time reading and interpreting the briefing. I try to imagine my client in their natural habitat, including their preferences, how they speak, and how they look. I research the industry they are in, their partners, and their competitors. But I also like to know a little about their lifestyle, whether they play sports, smoke cigars, or like to travel. This may not make much sense for the most designers, but for me, it is an important part of my process that connects me with the client, make me feel closer and more intimate with them. After all, I am creating a logo that will visually represent them or their company. This connection is valuable to me because it can determine the archetypes that will establish the brand conceptual parameters. Logos have personality. They express confidence. Logos have life. They reflect values. Logos have a soul. They inspire the world around them. When I create, the big thing is consistency. Consistency with the briefing, consistency with the concept, and consistency with the values. Beautiful or ugly are personal adjectives that depend the other person's perspective. I usually say there is 3 different ways of reaction to a logo proposal. Love at first sight, rejection at first sight, or the most solid and mature of all, building a relationship as the client interacts with and understands the logo, where that symbol is no longer a surprise, but rather the materialization of abstract ideas in a solid, playful, and conceptual shape. I look for visual references to connect with the market segment in which the client operates. I usually spend a maximum of 1 hour doing research and save references, never more than that. I don't want to be influenced by something already created. I just want to expand my mind and let the ideas flow in a free field. After that, I start to sense, think, meditate. I try to establish a spontaneous connection with the logo, which usually works. I make notes, words and shapes without much responsibility on paper, just scribbles, but they can take me deeper and closer to the path I should follow. I feel that logo wants to be born. Little by little, I get closer to something interesting. I let intuition guide me. I can already see a solution in my mind, even if I can't yet materialize it on paper. But I know I'm on the right path, and nothing stops the creative impulse when you have love, patience, and technique. I feel fulfilled when I can contribute to designing or redesigning a logo. I feel that I'm a part of the brand's positioning and responsible for ensuring the logo maintains its conceptual nature. But that's another story. After all, we raise our children for life and not for ourselves.